Guess what, guys? We caught a wild Pokemon. Now we're gonna win all of the battles. We're gonna take over all the gyms. It's gonna be great. Hello everybody, Yield here, and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. I know it's been a little while since we've done a video here, but today I have something for you. Oh, yes, I do. So many of you may know that Pokemon Go has been rising everywhere in the past couple weeks. So I thought, why not go ahead and mess around with some of that in Scrap Mechanics? So today we are going to be taking a look at 3 different Pokeballs that all transform. Now, these are really cool from what I've seen of by them, and I really want to check out what they can all do. Now, the frame is just dropping tremendously, so we're going to probably look at just one of these at a time. But let's go ahead and start with the typical regular Pokeball that everyone knows and loves. Okay, so we've got just the typical old Pokeball that you start with in any Pokemon game. So we're going to take that off of the left, and because we're amazing trainers, we've got to go ahead and send out our Pokemon to defeat the enemy. So here we go. Go, Pikachu! I choose you! Okay, this isn't working. Go! 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 Okay, so really what this is meant for is there's a button right on the front, and that's the only button there actually is. And if we press it, this Pokeball is actually going to turn into a flippin' car. Are you seeing this? Oh my goodness, it is brilliant. Tell me that's not brilliant. It looks amazing. And actually, if we hop on in it, we can go ahead and we can start driving this puppy around town. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, if we actually want to go ahead and turn this back into a ball, we can press 1 while we are in it. So we are actually still in it while it's turned into a Pokeball. So now we have become the Pokemon. Oh no! Oh no, we've been trapped in our Pokeball! But the fact is that we are not only the Pokemon now, but we are still the trainer. So we can go ahead and release ourselves whenever need be, which is fantastic. And then we can keep on driving our Pokeball car. I love it. Wow! Wow! Now, the Master Ball is actually very similar to the original Pokeball in this Scrap Mechanic build. Although, if this were actual Pokemon, this would probably be the most crazy overpowered thing in the world because, you know, Master Balls can catch anything in one shot. But here, it seems to just be another car, but of the purple variety, which is super cool still, because now when you're driving around, all of your pals can know, whoa, this person made a car out of a Master Ball, which is way more powerful than any ordinary Pokeball. And when you're driving around, people will be thinking, oh my god, that car's gotta be the most powerful thing in the world because it's a Master Ball, you know what I mean? And then as well, this one can close up on its own just like that. But actually, I completely forgot to mention that there's also one button here that will just open up and close this, what seems to be a sunroof. It was the same in the other Pokeball as well. But when you close it up, that button also just works like a opening hatch, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty similar and super cool compared to the original Pokeball as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at our final Pokeball of the day. Let me out! I'm stuck in this stupid Pokeball. Just let me out. Let me out. Ah! Okay, and for our last Pokeball of today, we are going to be looking at the Ultra Ball. And this one actually has a pretty cool transformation to it. Now, just by looking at it, you can probably already tell it's a bit bigger than the last 2 Pokeballs. But if we go ahead, I'm not going to make you guys wait too long. So we're just going to go ahead and press it. And as soon as you press that, it opens up a lot more than the last 2. And it's only for a little bit of a timer, I guess. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I guess it'll close up once more. But, so that means you gotta get in quick, and you gotta hop in your seat before it closes up behind you, which is pretty cool to think that they fit a timer into this super tiny Pokeball. But the last thing, all we gotta do to start this puppy up is press 1, and oh my goodness, did you just see that? Did you just see that? That just was outstanding. That vehicle just turned into what seems to be a Pokemon of sorts. Personally, I don't really know what this Pokemon is because it's got to be one of the newer Pokemon of sorts, or maybe it's just some weird contraption they made and it's not even based off a Pokemon. But I don't even care because this thing is crazy. It's almost like it has legs the way it like runs. This is such a unique vehicle the way it moves. The wheels are not only helping it move, but it also just, it has a thrust. It's being pushed along by its limbs of sorts. And it's awesome. We can climb up a mountain as well. And oh no, we're doing backflips. Nope. Our Pokeball vehicle has unfortunately crashed. Oh no. So now riding this Pokeball creation through the fields, we can just frolic along, watching its little feet push us along, which is absolutely fantastic. And we've already fallen over again. Gosh, I gotta get my act together, but it looks like we're okay. Now, there's one last thing I want to do before we close off for today, which is I want to see if we can take up one of these Pokeballs all the way up to a top of one of these mountains and pull off some funky tricks. Now, I don't really know how this is possible, but this entire map, I've been driving around this entire map, and there is not a single mountain on it. The tallest mountain is probably that tiny little hill right over there in the distance. So we'll probably just have to use one of these hills instead. But I was hoping that we could just go off a jump and try and turn into a Pokeball mid-air. Now, I don't know how well that'll go, but I thought it was worth a shot at least. Okay, let's give this a whirl. Going off this jump, and let's just... I don't even know what I'm doing now. Oh, it's a Pokeball! Look at it go! Oh my goodness! Probably the craziest stunt you've seen all year! It is mind-blowing! I'm sorry, that was horrible. So guys, that is all I have for you. Just taking a look at a few Pokeballs there. I thought it was a bit of good fun to just take a look at that with Pokemon Go on the rise and whatnot. But I actually really appreciate the new workshop feature. It's really what made this possible, being able to look at a bunch of different creations from a bunch of other people. I'll actually have the link to all 3 of these creations down in the description, so if you do want to, you can go ahead and load them up into your world, and by looking at them, you can find people's channels and whatnot through their Steam creations and whatnot, hopefully. But for now, this is all I have time for. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure to let me know in the comments and by leaving a like. But for now, guys, I hope you did enjoy. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one.